And a very good day, whatever time of day it is in your time zone. This is Keith Barker. If I could have somebody just give me a quick confirmation you can hear me, that'd be great. Also, Dan, always great to see you. Thank you very much for the super sticker. All right, thank you, thank you. We're going to start here in about 30 seconds. Glad you're all here. All right, here we go. I've got about 30 questions, and they're going to go pretty quick, 60 to 90 seconds each. And here is my estimate for this quiz, is that if you, on your first viewing of this quiz, whether it's live right now on the 24th of April, 2022, or you're watching the recording of this, if it's the first time you've been through this set of questions and you can get like 80% of them correct first time, it's a very good indicator you are super solid and ready for the live CCNA. So that's the measurement, and keep track on how you do. And here we go. Again, this is close to 30 questions. We're not going to have time to elaborate on each one of them, but I invite you to join us for the office hour every Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific, where we can cover any of these in detail if you'd like. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Which configuration management tool uses SSH, playbooks, YAML, and no agents? Good luck, everybody.
Let's figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.
And Catalytic Centaur, glad you are here. If you want to answer in the quiz engine, that's fantastic. Please do that. If you don't want to use the quiz engine, you don't need to, but let's go ahead and reserve the answers and not put them in the text. And that way everybody has a fair chance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Wow. Good move. Let's continue on. Here is question number 2. It is multiple select. If OSPF default information originate is added, what will be the result on this specific router?
Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
All right, the right answers are red and green. Join me in the office hour every Saturday, 10 a.m. if you'd like to get further discourse on this. Also, feel free to check out my YouTube videos. There's over 400 of them, and most of them are CCNA related. So enjoy those. And here is our next question. It is question number 3. It is multiple select, looking for at least 2 answers, maybe more. What are used in a TCP 3-way handshake?
do. There's no mountain I won't climb. Be right by your side. Right by your side. Now every day, every night, every moment.
All right, the correct answers are 2 acknowledgements and 2 synchronization requests. The majority of you got that right. Fantastic. Here we go. Next question. Question number 4. Which route will R4 use when making a forwarding decision to the destination IP address of 10.1.1.130? And the correct answer is blue. Again, join me for our office hour each Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'd be more than happy to elaborate. And you also have access to 400 plus videos on YouTube as well. Most of them CCNA related, so check those out. Okay, here we go. Question number 5. It's multiple select. We're looking for 2 or more answers. Where can DHCP relay be applied on a multi-layer switch?
Show me your love like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless. I'm out of patience, I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm waiting around for something real. I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, honestly, you're annoying.
All right, VLAN interfaces, which is an example of a layer 3 interface. Those are the 2 correct answers. Nice work. Let's pause for a moment, shall we, and take a look at the leaderboard as we've just finished question 5. We have Smiling Yeti at the top. Burp, 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 burp. Silly Impala, followed by Epic Finch, Rational Alpaca, and Gentle Lobster. And then Shining Hamster, up 17 places. Highest climber. Fantastic. Here's question number 6. What will be the IPv6 routable address on this interface?
Show me your love like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless.
something. I've been down the darkest roads and up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the crowd. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire.
All right. The correct answer is blue here. We have a majority on it, which is fantastic. And here is question number 7. A RIP, routing information protocol learned route. RIP route. A little typo there. A RIP route is being used for data plane forwarding instead of an EIGRP route. Why is that?
And I know we got something good. I've been waiting for the one forever. Finally I got you, baby, here in my heart. When I'm with you I feel so much better, oh yeah. Before you I was just a shell, so stuck in the dark. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky, oh. There's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, and you know.
All right. And this is question number 7. And how are you doing so far? If you have a moment and can respond to text. If you're doing good, put a Y for yes, I'm doing pretty good. Or you can go ahead and use an N for no, I'm not doing too good, which may just be an indicator of where you might need to study more. So go ahead and give me that feedback as far as yes, doing great, or no, need a little bit more study. And we'll continue here in a moment.
Follow your heart, baby, don't be shy. Just follow yours and I'll follow mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me. 'Cause you know, and I know, we're onto something good. You know, and I know, we got something good. Something good.
All right. Thank you for that fantastic feedback. And thanks for spending a few minutes with me this Sunday morning, my time zone anyway, for this quiz. Again, every Saturday, 10 a.m., we have office hour. You can bring your questions and we can, elaborate and lab things up that you're curious about, that you've studied and want a little more insight on. And then every Sunday, we have a quiz at 11 a.m. Pacific. All right. Moving forward, here we go. Question number 8. What is the correct syntax to replace the existing Ospf IPv6 route?
All your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring? Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscience. Different things in different ways. There must be love. There must be a reason. And a little bit of faith has got to come my way.
All right. Well done. Well done. Here we go. Continuing on, here's question number 9. Where should DHCP relay, or IP helper in the world of Cisco, where should that be configured in this topology?
Work every day. Oh, and if that someone makes you smile and leaves you with a scar, don't
And boom, nicely done for 33 of us. And for everybody else, great opportunity to do a little more studying regarding DHCP relay and how it works. Okay, good morning. I can speak. I can has words. All right, here we go. Let's take a look. We are at question 9. Rational alpaca on top of the heap. Way to go, Rational. Here's question number 10 of 29. Place the OSPF neighbor states in their correct order. Good luck. Yeah, thanks, Dan. Dan saying, great picture, Keith. That's from my IT Elf video, which, by the way, is a fantastic way to remember the exact order for the OSPF neighbor states, which is the list that's shown right here as the correct results. So 31 of us got that right. Way to go. 30 of us didn't. So again, a little bit of room for improvement. And that's what it's all about. Is step after step, day after day, making small changes in the right direction, and it'll take us closer to our destinations. All right, here is question number 11. It's a puzzle. What is the selection process in order when switch 5 on the bottom right-hand corner of this topology, when it's choosing its root port? All right, and 12 of us nailed it. Fantastic. And I also want to thank GDrake316 and Blendinator for their super stickers and their well wishes. I appreciate that. And one great way, if you are studying OSPF or some other topic, if you go to my channel on YouTube, Keith Barker, and you simply do search, and then you put in a term like OSPF, STP, routing, what have you, that'll give you a list of the dozens of videos. I usually have dozens of videos on almost every topic, has some flavor or another. So that's a great way to find those resources for free. And again, welcome, welcome, welcome. And here we go. Question number 12. Ntp Network Time Protocol is sent over an Ether channel trunk on the native VLAN. As a result, which of the following answers is true? All right. This is a little bit mean. Not mean. It's a little bit creative. NTP uses layer 4 protocol of UDP, and it uses the well-known port of 123, and all the others are not correct for lots of good reasons. So here we go. Question number 13. Also, periodically, we'll just do a little sample. This has questions from each of the 6 different domains in the CCNA, and that's what we're doing today. All right, how was the route to 10.1.5.0/27? How was that learned based on this routing table?
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. Say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head.
All right, it was learned via external BGP, and some of you might say, how do you know that? It was learned via external BGP. Well, the telltale sign is for that 10.1.5 network with the 27-bit mask, which is right there. The administrative distance is showing as 20, and that's the default for external BGP, which is why that answer would be correct. All right, here we go. Question number 14. What is true about this exhibit?
Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. Say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, the sky is falling down.
All right, well done. And on that previous question for David and Fred, I totally get it. I mean, when I haven't looked at IP subnetting for maybe 6 months or 7 months, I got to take a serious mental step in the right direction to remember all my details on how I would go through that. And then once I take a moment or two, I can do it. Same thing with BGP and administrative distances. If we haven't touched them for a while, it takes a little bit of study. And that's why I strongly recommend, if you're studying for your CCNA, don't make it a more than a 1-year journey, because the stuff you study at the beginning may be completely forgotten near the end. So I would say a good window of somewhere between 2 months to 6 months would be the range of time for a person to begin their studies and get their CCNA. But anything more than 6 months, you might have stuff that at the very beginning that starts to fade after a while, at least in my experience. All right, let's continue on, and let's also see where we're at now with the 14 questions under our belts. More than almost halfway there. Rational Alpaca with 13,612 points, followed by Gentle Lobster, Smiling Yeti, Inspired Kitten, Meow, and Silly Impala. All right, here we go. Question number 15. When does the longest match rule apply?
Much better, oh yeah. Before you I was just a shell, so stuck in the dark. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know.
Oh, fantastic. That's great news. And for people who are still struggling with the idea about longest match versus AD and who gets in the routing table, which one's used from the routing table, there's a really useful video called something like "Why Do Routes Have to Win Twice?" So if you go to my channel and you search on my channel why routes that have to win twice, it'll walk you through that. The other day I was looking at my comments. Every couple of weeks I'll go through and look at my YouTube comments and dedicate maybe a couple hours every couple of weeks for that. And one of the feedback I got was that, oh, here's exactly how it works and here's what. And it wasn't quite right. But the fact is that he or she they elaborated on what they thought the right answer was and why. And I thought, this person is studying. So I just gave them a few gentle nudges, a few tips, and a couple video links, and that's it. I mean, it's so great when somebody's putting themselves out there to say, I think this is the right answer, and I think this is why, and explaining it. Because even if we're wrong, it's okay to be wrong. Just fail early. Instead of failing late, fail early and often and make small improvements and fail forward. And that's a big secret of success in life in general. Take it from somebody who's over 40. Way the heck over 40. Okay, here we go. Here is question number 16. It is multiple select. Which IP addresses are in the IP subnet that's being used on VLAN 10?
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless. I'm out of patience, I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm waiting around for something real. I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back.
Those are some serious good marks. Way to go. Excellent work. Nice. A lot of subnetters in the crowd. All right. Rational Alpaca refuses to let go with 15,805, followed by Smiling Yeti. And the reason the Yeti is smiling is probably because it's like just within 1,000 points or 800 points. First place. Good luck to everybody. Here we go. The correct answers that you supply, the faster you supply them, the more points you get. So in a spine leaf architecture, which of the following is true regarding a leaf switch?
Show me your love like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless.
We shoot, we score. Let's all go take the exam together. Good stuff. Nice work. So on my YouTube channel, if you do a search for spine leaf, just go to my channel, search on videos for spine leaf. There's a couple of great videos walking through the details of spine leaf. There's another one for the 3-tier hierarchy model that also is pretty darn useful. And here is the next question. It's question number 18. Which first 8 bits could be used as part of a globally routable IPv6 address? All right, my friends, hex, decimal, binary. I'm looking for the answer regarding the first 8 bits for an IPv6 globally routable address.
With a wedding ring. Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscious. Different things in different ways. There must be love. There must be a reason. And a little bit of faith has got to come my way. I was just a little girl when my mama used to say, ooh, happiness requires work every day.
All right. And just a question came in saying, what's a great book to use for CCNA study? The official Cert guides, study guides and Cert guides from Cisco Press. Wendell Odom, I think, is the current author. Those are great. And Todd Lamley also makes some really good content. I don't know if he'll ever hear that on the stream, but it's true. He makes some great content. So either one of those two would be highly recommendable as far as a book resource. Okay, 25 of us got that correct. Not too shabby. Here is the next question. Question 19. Which quality of service method delays, I repeat, slows down delays, but doesn't drop the traffic?
I give it all to you for too long. There must be another way. There must be conscious, different.
All right. And for those of you who are in the wee hours of the morning, including India, based on the text there, thanks for being here. I know it's an interesting time for a lot of different people, so good to have you here. Also, somebody asked the question, when does the exam 200-301 go bunk, meaning when does it get replaced with another exam? And so Cisco traditionally has updated their exams every somewhere between 3 and 5 years. The current exam in its current state is pretty amazing. It's one of the best offerings from a CCNA perspective I've seen for a long time. So in every 2 to 5 years, they're going to update it, and they may use the same number, or they may give it a new number, totally up to Cisco systems. But in either case, if you learn the fundamentals, you'll be good for any of those versions of the exam. And if something new comes along, you just learn those new topics and move forward. So congratulations on everybody who got this one right. And here is our next question. We're rounding the curve. We're in the last 30% here. When competing for the exact same subnet and using the defaults, which protocol wins a spot in the routing table?
I was out of use. Now every day, every night, every moment with you, I'm walking on air. And every day, every way, I feel I can't lose. I wanna shout it out, ain't no limit. I wanna shout it out to the world. You got me all worked up, got me spinning. I'm crazy for love, crazy for love, crazy for love, crazy for love.
Nicely work, you very low AD people, meaning low administrative distance, which is why a route would get in the routing table. And static routes with the next top address of an IP address have a AD of 1, which is pretty darn low. Nice work. Here is question 21. It is multiple select. Based on the network statements, which IP interfaces would be included on this router in OSPF? Thanks, Kelvin. You rock. Wow. These are terrifically great results on blue and green here. And this is boiling down to a subnetting question in ranges of subnets. So good work for the blue and green, and for the red and yellow. Good opportunity to tweak a little bit and get a little bit better. Just a little bit better every week. That's all we're asking for. That's all the world can ask us to do, is just get a little bit better every single week. Oh, rational alpaca back on top. Boop, 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 boop. All right, here's question number 22. It is multiple select. Which destination IP addresses would be matched by the route 10.0.3.192 with a /28-bit mask? Also, in the live exam, they're not going to ask you, very likely not going to ask you, pick all that apply. They're going to say, which 2 or which 3? How many exactly correct answers are there? Or if it's radio buttons, which is the only correct answer? So I left off the number here to give it a little extra challenge. So the exam itself, in that sense, is very likely going to be a bit easier. All right, good luck with this question. All right, and I had a really good question that I just want to bring up for a moment. It's asking, Hamad is asking, what playlist do you recommend or use on the channel? In my studies, I would first start with this document. This is from Cisco. It's their exam topics for 200-301. Just go to cisco.com and go down to certifications and download the exam topics. And this is it. So it's 6 domains. And I would just, first of all, write all these, put them in a document and then rank yourself with your knowledge. Like 5, so let's say, for example, somebody was an expert on a 3-tier hierarchical model. And they could even spell hierarchical. You could say, I'm a 5 at that. I know everything possible about that. And so you rank yourself as a 5. Or somebody says 3-tier. I have no idea what that is. Put yourself as a 1. And rank yourself, and then when you go to your study sessions, just pick what you'd like to start with. That's what I would do. So if you're at the very beginning of your journey, you might want to pick, for example, what is the function of a router or a layer 2 switch, and start there. Plan your study session for the next day. Spend 30 to 45 minutes studying. Use videos or books, packet tracer, or a combination. And then you just, as you go through, say, okay, you know what? I think I was at a 1 for 3-tier architecture. I think I now know more about that and how it works. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a 2 or a 3, and then just keep ranking yourself. So as far as like what to cover first, also you could jump into something like routing protocol metrics and think, oh my goodness, when you start looking at it, I need to know about IP addressing before that. So some of it, you'll look at the topic and just say, I need to study something more fundamental to begin with, which is perfect. Like, how does IPv4 work and IPv4 addresses and so forth before you get into topics such as routing tables that use IPv4 addresses. Okay. So when I'm studying, I never take it in order. I don't. I just go, I look, I also read the entire, if it's a book, I'll read the entire table of contents, like what's there, and then I'll pick a part that I want to dive into and learn more about, study that, and then just make sure I don't study more than 2 or 3 hours a day. Because sometimes that happens. It's like a rabbit hole, but pace yourself. Have a family, have friends, earn a living, all that good stuff. And on the side, spend a little bit of time every day getting better. And it'll pay off. It will. All right, here's our next question. Question 23. It is multiple select to prevent SSH from 10.2.0, that network that's going to the router on the left, R1. What could be used to prevent SSH from that source IP address space of 10.2.0?
Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, the sky is falling down.
I've been waiting all my life for something. I've been down the darkest roads and up in the clouds, but I've always felt this.
All right. Fantastic. That's pretty darn good. A question in the queue is asking, can you be my mentor for CCNA? And the answer for that is, for everyone on the planet who has access to the internet, my YouTube channel has over 450 videos. More than 200 of those are in the last 2 years and are 90% focused on CCNA. So here is what I would recommend. If a person, let me bring up my PDF again. If a person downloaded this PDF from Cisco, which is free for the exam, and they mapped out what they want to study, and then they went to, any resource is fine, but my channel is one of many. They went to my channel and, for example, let's say you're studying spine leaf. So you do a search for spine leaf. There's 2 or 3 videos there. You watch them, you study them. And then if you have questions after you've watched those videos on that topic, I would strongly encourage you to join me here. And that's in my office hour. And that happens every single Saturday, almost without exception. We've been doing it for over 2 years. Sometimes if I have another commitment, which is rare, on a Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific, I'll have one of our fantastic moderators or admins take over. Oh my goodness, I'm so grateful for this community on Discord. But this is where you can show up, and this is your time primarily with me. So if you want to just be a fly on the wall and listen, or if you have a question, for example, spine leaf, you've studied it, you watched the video, I'd be more than happy to elaborate on it and be your mentor. Now, if someone has never studied spine leaf and you're in the office hour and you're thinking, can you explain spine leaf to me? I will probably ask the question, have you studied it at all? Or have you watched my video on this at all? And if the answer is no, I would encourage you to do that first, because that's going to be the most concise way to get the full picture of it. And then you can ask follow-up questions and we can talk about it in the office hour and have a great time doing it. So yes, I'd be happy to be the mentor for the world for CCNA. I'm there every Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific. I usually put out social media, but you can just add it to your calendar and show up, and I'm happy to help. And that's all free. Discord's free, the YouTube is free, and I'm happy to be part of your journey. If you're willing to put in the work, I'm rooting for you, and I'm happy to help. Okay, here we go. We are rounding the corner towards the end. Here's question 24. It is multiple select, and regarding TCP and its lazy cousin UDP, which of the following are true? Good luck, everybody.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still...
All right, red and green are indeed the correct answers here. Also, to join the game, the code is in the bottom right-hand corner. You can go to kahoot.it, put in that code during the live event, which if it's not if it's not really close to April 24th when you're watching this video, you're watching a recording. So I just realized that it's a recorded version, which I'm going to leave up. You can use the kahoot.it URL, or during the live event, you can also use the app, which is available on Android and iOS, and then use that same game pin. All right, we've just got a few more here, and here is question 25. What's needed on the layer 2 switch to support link aggregation if that switch is connected to a wireless LAN controller?
I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. Show me your...
All right, excellent, excellent, excellent. And here we're getting close to the end. What is the primary reason for using a wireless LAN controller?
breathless, breathless.
What you putting in?
Nicely done. Also, to the question asked by the cyber noob, yes, I will be at Cisco Live this year. I'm not presenting. I have presented at Cisco Live for many years and loved it. Then we had that little thing that happened around the world where it went, virtual only. And so this year I'm not presenting, but I'm going as an attendee. So I paid for my ticket, which if you present, they give you a free pass. But I have a ticket. I'm going. So if you follow me on social, on Twitter, I will be posting occasionally where I'm at, or at least you'll be able to find me. Or you can direct message me on Twitter, or you can direct message me here on Discord. There's links in every video for Discord. And if you're going to be at Cisco Live in Vegas in June of this year, I think it's June 11th-ish, whatever that week is, I would love to meet you. So if that's something you want to do, let me know. I'll do everything in my power to make that happen. All right, here we go. Question number 27. What is the cost of the route for 10260/24? What is the cost of that route here in the routing table?
Work every day. Oh, and if that someone makes you smile, it leaves you with a scar. Don't let them tell you what you feel or who you are. Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscious. Different things in different ways. There must be love. There must be a reason. And a little bit of faith has got to come my way.
All right. And one of the questions that came up was, let me read it real quick. Do you have a wireless playlist? And I don't think I have a specifically wireless playlist, but if you go to my channel, Keith Barker, and you do a search right here for wireless, it will then, based on what YouTube has done and Google has done, it will show you a list of videos that include wireless. So home Cisco Wireless Lab, Cisco Wireless LAN Controller, and here's yet another one. And there's also a packet tracer that goes along with, I think, one or both of those as well. So you can actually not only do this, you can also go to thekeithbarker.com, download the packet tracer lab, and have fun there as well. So that's a great way. So it's just as a test. Let me make the font a little bit bigger here. So if we did a search for Ospf, for example, there's lots of videos there. If we did a search for STP, lots of videos there. If we did a search for something like Leaf, I'm just going to put in Leaf. There you go, spine leaf architecture. Oh, and right below it, I've got my network topology 2-tier and 3-tier. So once again on the channel, there's just a lot of videos. How many videos are there? I think there's over 450 videos. Again, most of those within the last 2 years, and most of them are CCNA. So I do have a CCNA playlist as well. And here's one that's 181 videos. And there's Subnet Saturdays for learning how to subnet, and online quiz recordings, and some other miscellaneous playlists as well. So hopefully that can help you sort out and find the content you need as fast as possible. And I want to do a shout out for YouTube and parent company, Google/Alphabet, whatever their name is. They make it so easy to share information that's free, and I'm happy to do it. All right, so for this question, what is the cost of the route? The cost is... the cost is, oh right, there's the route 10.1.5. Oh, we're looking for 10.1. 10.2. 10.2.6.0 at the very bottom has a cost of 65. All right, which is the metric for Ospf. All right, we've got 2 more questions here. This is question number 28. Good luck, everybody. What has to match for fully adjacent and successful Ospf neighbors? Good luck.
You got me all worked up, got me spinning. I'm crazy for love, crazy for love, crazy for crazy for love. Whenever lost, whenever down, you know what to do. There's no mountain I won't climb, be right by your side, right by your side. Now every day, every night, every moment with you, I'm walking on air. And every day, every way, I feel I can't lose. I wanna shout it out.
All right, nicely done. Look at that. Tan Matt to the rescue. Yet another video on Ospf neighborships. So to join the Discord server, which again is free, I think like 98% of my newest videos, which are the last year, have in the descriptions, there's a link for Discord. So it says join Discord for free here. It takes you right to my channel, it has an invite. You just accept it and boom, you're in. I think there's close to maybe 10 or 12,000 people who have joined. And, not everybody's active all the time on it, but it's a great community and that's how you join. And we would love to see you there if you want to participate. Just read the rules, make sure you agree. Things like no hate speech, be a nice person, all that good stuff. And if you agree, join us. Again, it's free and it's a good resource. Okay, now, deep breath. Gentle Lobster is in first place, followed by Smiling Yeti, Rational Alpaca, Mystery Ibex, and Inspired Kitten. So, the faster you answer correctly, the more points you get. That means that probably anybody in the top 10 or 15 at this point could be number one if they answer this next question with lightning fast reflexes and they get the answer correct. Okay, so here we go. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Which of the following is true for an SSH login to this router? All right, so we had 29 questions. I would like you to post, and again, it is a very safe place. I'd like you to go and post how many of those questions, approximately, or if the app interface is showing you, how many of those questions did you get correct out of 29? So just go ahead and type in the number that you got correct, or you feel you got correct if you're not sure about that quantity. I don't have the game interface in front of me, so I don't know if it shows you or not. And I would be very interested in that feedback. Also, just as a quick reminder, Saturdays, 10 a.m. Pacific time, join me in office hour, totally free, here to help CCNA individuals or anybody studying fundamental information regarding Cisco networking to get their questions answered. Love to have you there. Wow. We have a lot of people with a lot of correct answers. And then we have some people that have identified areas to study. Both great. Both great. Well, I love doing this. We've been doing this for over 2 years now. And it's been a blessing. It's been great. I really enjoy it. I learn new things every single week in the office hour. And I'm very grateful for people sharing their thoughts and ideas and insights. And for those people who have shared incredibly useful information, you know who you are, and thank you for your contribution. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Here it is. And the podium. All right, so Rational Alpaca, third place. In second place, Smiling Yeti. And coming in with 27 out of 29 correct with 30,000 points, Gentle Lobster. I'm so grateful. Thanks for showing up. Here are the toughest. So it shows me, I think, the questions where more than half were not answered correctly. And there's 15 of them out of 29. So for most of us, that leaves some room for improvement. So I'm going to leave this recording up online, so it's saved and persistent. You can go back and look at it later and review it. If you do have questions, check out my channel, or use any resource you want for that matter. Just research what that topic was, study it some more. If you want to use my channel, that's fine. It's also free up on YouTube. And if you want to follow up, and ask specific questions like, okay, I thought I understood this, but why is this wrong? Or why is that right? Or how in the world did you get to hit this result? Come visit me in the office hour, which once again is every Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific. And most of my videos have links in them. I also usually post on social the day before, reminding everybody that that event is happening. So everyone is welcome. And let me go ahead and get some feedback as well. So if you have the game interface or the web interface open, if you could provide just a few moments of feedback with a click or two, that'd be great. And because I'm going to a wedding, there's a wedding downtown in Las Vegas that I'm going to, and I need to bounce so I can prepare for that. Normally what I would do is we'd hang out on Discord right after to chat about questions. And so if anybody who's on this live stream wants to go in the Discord server, if you want to go in the CCNA voice room, and again, the link is in the description for this video, there's probably going to be, well, there could be somewhere between 5 and 50 people who show up in chat about these questions. So if you want to have a further discussion with voice, that's where you can do it. I apologize about not being there today, but if I could have a moderator or two just pop in, see if you can help with any questions, that'd be great. And I will catch everybody in the next live event, which the next live event, by the way, is Saturday. And that is the office hour. So let me go ahead and cancel that music. I shouldn't say cancel anything. That's not very nice. And let me send you out with a goodbye and my appreciation. And I will see you all next time. From Keith Barker to you, have a good one. Keep studying and be absolutely kind to everybody. Bye for now.
What you're putting in.